Okay, so before we begin, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. If you ask yourself, why is she making a video at 5 o'clock in the morning? Um, don't ask me. It's just when the motivation and to make this video hit me. And also, I wasn't gonna make it. I was gonna wait, but then I was just like, screw it. Just do it. I mean, why not? And another thing is that I may double on my words, which will probably be a thing that if I ever make any other videos, which will could and could not happen, um, that may be one of the major things that I'm gonna probably like be a disclaimer. Not really that it's a disclaimer. What would you call it? Like a warning, a heads up, a this something I might do a lot. So yeah, doubling my words or like pausing to like get think of stuff because a lot of times I'm just doing this on like a whim. I don't have a written script. I haven't like practiced this, so a lot of this is just, you know, do it as I go kind of thing. So anyway, let's, get on with what this video is about. I started making perlers after DrawCon 2013. I made this little Conbat. Well, it's him in his little bat form. From him on a boy's name, which I really miss that comic. I really do. And it wasn't until I went to their past convention in 2014, obviously, that I made this Jack Frost perler from a sticker I found on a Redbubble website, which I will eventually buy that sticker. Because I feel I should probably buy the sticker I made this from, because I kind of feel a little like, was it okay that I made this from that sticker? Because, I don't want to get into trouble with anybody. And so, and that was when it sparked my interest that I wanted to make perlers. So for Christmas, I asked for a board and beads, and surprise, surprise, I got it. And so ever since then, I've been making perlers off and on. So I made this little ghost perler from a pattern I found online. And then I made these little Eevees, which I kind of like this one better. No offense to this one, I just kind of like this one better. And then I decided to go off. Oh, I made a reindeer one, which I don't have because it got all packed away with all our Christmas stuff, which I hope it like hasn't like broken or anything. But it was a reindeer, and I can actually have the pattern for it in my little folder, which I finally found a purpose for this folder that I got in a grab bag, and I have a picture of the So it was this. I made this, and I meant to take it off the mantle before they took down all the we took down all the Christmas stuff, but I guess I wasn't fast enough. So, anyway, I decided to do lettering with the perlers, and my first attempt was with this Jack Frost one here, which I think came out pretty well for me just doing letters on my own. But then I thought, I should go online and see, how other people do perler letters, or how, um, maybe make it look a little more, you know, nicer, I guess. Not that this one doesn't look nice. Not that this doesn't look nice. I just thought, I I hope you know what I'm getting at here because I don't know how to describe it. But I made this, and I decided to be a little creative and clever, and do the name with the white frost and then the navy blue, and it's supposed to be like It's kind of like mimicking his hoodie. And this wasn't on purpose, but I used the clear, transparent beads, and when I ironed it and everything, it ended up looking like his name was encased in ice, which I thought kind of went pretty well. It wasn't my intention, but that's just kind of how it happened. And then, because I'm a dork, I made this Conrad again from Hannah's Not a Boy's Name. I made this one, and which is black and red, which is pretty much his colors. And so I was like, okay. And then I kind of chilled on making words, and I have like ideas for other words I want to do, but time and when I can actually sit down and do it. So let's see. Then I had bought a perler from in a swap meet, and I got a perler from a swap meet, and I decided I'm gonna redo it and like make my own version of it. And so it was a soul gem from Magica Madoka. So I ended up making 3 of those from that perler pattern, and I ended up making these 3, and for all my 3 of my favorite characters, like no offense to Mamie and what was her other name, the Kyoko, I think her name was. I haven't seen the series. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm kind of like, what was her name? But these 3 particular characters, they were my favorites. I'm sorry, like everybody had their favorites. There was Hamura. I did Hamura, Madoka, and Sakaya. That was her name, Sakaya, right? Again, like I haven't seen it in a while. And so I made these, and I kind of was like, these look kind of good. And actually the only other reason why I didn't make Mommy and Kyoko is because I didn't have the colors for it. I didn't have the lighter shades of red and yellow for it. So sorry, my computer went into save screen, so that's why I did with the pause there. If I had those colors, I would have made all 5 of them, but I didn't. So then I made these, which is a fox. And this is something I just did. I didn't follow a pattern for this. It's just something I did. I think it came out pretty well. And you see little blushing eyes. It's just so cute, little fox. And then I made this ace heart because I have come to realize that I identify as asexual. So I made this. Because I'm like, why not? And then I decided to make snowflakes. Because, why not? So these are the snowflakes that I made. And I'm probably going to use this for my Jack Frost cosplay. Get them like fishing string and like tie it and like have it so I can like have it hanging from my finger. I think I've seen somebody do that before, and I thought that was kind of neat. I don't mean to like copy them or anything, but I just want to add a little something to my Jack Frost costume. And I made these too. So, and that's it for now that I have. I have like a bunch of patterns that I actually plan to do or kind of want to do, but never got around to it. Oh, okay. I made this one, this R2D2 perler for my cousin's husband, who is like really loves Star Wars, and I made it into a magnet, and he loved that. He thought that was like, he really liked that, and I was happy for it. I saw him like when we were down there for Christmas. He like went over to the refrigerator and kind of like adjusted it while it was on the refrigerator, and I was just like, I just love when people like stuff that I give them, because it's just like I mean, who doesn't, And I have a couple of other patterns. Like I have this Peter Pan pattern that I plan to do. Just have not gotten around to it yet. Oh, and there's this Poochin, the cat pattern that I also hope to do. These are probably all like, I hope to do that eventually one day type of thing. Oh, I have a Mega Man in here. I have the Attack on Titan Survey Corp. Yeah, Survey Corp logo, which I was like looking at it earlier. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I remember I have that in there. And I said Survey Corps, and I'm like, wait a minute, no. Even though sadly that's a little accurate. I mean, judging by that series, but that's not what it is. So, oh, I also made this. It's supposed to be Jack Frost staff. And I did like this in the middle to imitate like the frost. And I don't really, I mean, I tried on to make like the crock of the staff. I guess this came out kind of well. It's like the best I could do without a pattern. So yeah, I mean, I hope to do more. I already sent my friend Connor, I sent him a little pig, which I don't have that. I think I might have. No, I took it off my phone. It was a pig because he liked pigs. So I found this cute pig pattern and I made it and I sent it to him for a Christmas gift. And that's pretty much it. I mean, for now. I mean, I plan to do other perlers. As you can see, I got a folder full of perler patterns. And yeah, cute. I love this folder. I'm glad I have a purpose for it now. So I guess that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really just me showing off my stuff. Like, look what I made! I made stuff! But I would, I didn't want to just take pictures of them. I wanted to be like, show them off, like, hey, look at this, look what I made this, one last thing before I go. Funny story about the Conrad one that I made. I had it all set out, and the board was going this way. Usually I have it going, this way, but instead I had it going this way, and it was while I was making this one. And as I was ironing it, it kind of like warped, and like, like one side went up, the other side went down, and so it kind of like, when I put it on a solid, see, there I go again, messing up my words. When I put it on like a flat surface, it doesn't lay flat anymore because it got warped out. That was my screen again. So what happened was I was just like putting the finishing touches on it, on the wording, and my sleeve caught one of the edges and it flipped up the board. Like, it didn't like flip it up like all the way, but it kind of like lifted up and then dropped it. And all the beads like just went out of place. Like, you couldn't even tell I was making a word. And my dad thought that was like the funniest thing. And I also thought it was kind of funny because I was just like, oh my god, like, what did I do? That is like a funny story. It was okay though because it really isn't that hard to make these letters. So I wasn't like, it wasn't like something like this, and where, if something like that happened with like something like this, I would have been like, no. But anyway, I think this video is probably longer than it should have been, so I'm going to stop it. I eventually do plan to get my own video camera, so I can, film other things that I can't film from my webcam, like my Monster High dolls. It's just, video cameras are expensive. So it's something I have to save up for, and hopefully I can get one soon because I want one. Um, that like the reason for wanting to save up for something is because you want it. I mean, come on. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop the video. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was just like completely random, and most of the time I was rambling about stuff. So bye.